Yes, everybody, we are back with the Stay United Watchalong. Yeah, it feels like I ain't been here in ages, I'm not gonna lie. Last time, cup final settings. Yeah, the last time was legit the cup final settings. So we're back again. We was gonna do the Liverpool game. Not much to mention about that, but unfortunately there were some circumstances that stopped me from doing it. But first and foremost, I want to big up Paxton and Mantra in the car. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Everybody else who's possibly lurking in the background, hope you're having a wonderful day. But this is a bounce back fixture for Manchester United after after all of the wrongs that were written on Sunday. 7-0 defeat against Liverpool, the poor performance. You know, guys have come out, they've said their piece. Well, now is the time for Manchester United at home, at Old Trafford, to rewrite the wrongs of Sunday and put together a strong performance. But it's not going to be easy against this Real Betis team. Let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat though. So Paxton said, GGMU, time to respond. Workhorse needs his redemption arc, of course. Without Weghorst caught a lot of criticism for touching the "This is Anfield" sign on Sunday, and he kind of put out his own say on it, kind of saying he was trying to stop his international teammate Virgil van Dijk. Man say, big up CM, I need to see at least 4 goals from United. I don't trust these players after Sunday. I care. Listen, this is something that you can't argue with in the end of the day. We've been on such a good run. And the reason why I'm taking an approach of, let's see what they can do. Let's see if they can rewrite the wrongs and regain the faith. Because there will be a lot of people after Sunday who are saying, nah. These are a bunch of phonies, imposters. And they're going to have to once again prove that that's not the case. And of course, there's still a lot of growth to go. And there are many things going on around the club, even today when we're speaking about the ownership situation. But we kind of got to just focus back on the pitch and see if we can get back to winning ways and start a run again. Man saying stress-free. I'm scarred. Man ain't stress-free no more. He ain't stress-free. Man then want Twitch stream like, hey, Paxton. Twitch streams, I'll be trying to fit them in because there will be a week, I believe, in a couple weeks' time where I won't be able to do any streams or anything like that because I'm going back into education for a short amount of time. So that week, in a couple weeks' time, which is actually my birthday week, I won't be doing anything, but I'm going to try and start back the Twitch streams when I can. I've just been focusing on other things and doing a lot of other stuff, but I'm going to try and just calm that down and focus on the content side of things, you know? And also other stuff outside, but we move. Man's not stress-free anymore. In ETH we trust. That's the statement now. I'm chilling. Hey, in ETH we trust indeed. And we can look at the lineup in a second. Weghorst, your turn. He turned it on Sunday by hitting the badge. Well, let's have a look at this Manchester United lineup before we say anything else. It's literally the same. It's the same lineup since Sunday. So David De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot, Rafa Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw, that back four, midfield, Fred, Casemiro, and supposedly probably Bruno Fernandes, and then the front three of Anthony, Marcus Rashford, and Wout Weghorst. Actually, Bruno might even go on the wing, so we don't know just yet whether he's gonna put Weghorst in the number 10, Rashford up top, and then that is it. You would suppose Bruno in the number 10, to be fair, because then who's going? You're not gonna put Anthony on the left or something like that. So we move. Probably Weghorst through the middle up front. But yeah, that's the lineup. On the bench, we got the likes of the 2 goalkeepers as always, Jack Butland, Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Terrell Malacia, Adam Wan-Bissaka, Kobe Mainu, Scott McTominay, Facundo Pellistri, Anthony Elanga, Alejandro Garnacho, and Jadon Sancho. And we can have a light look also at the Real Betis lineup. So they've got Claudio Bravo, remember the name, Sabali Pezzella, Luis Felipe Abner, Rodriguez, William Carvalho, another familiar name again, Luis Enrique, Juanmi, Joaquin, and Jose Perez, formerly of Leicester City, if you remember, and their coach, somebody who we remember a lot, Manuel Pellegrini. So Let me know what you think of that. Also, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm excited for this game. For the most part, I am excited. I want to see a bounce back out. I want to see a strong performance. It feels like Manchester United have faced a lot of Spanish opposition this season. Over the course of this season alone, to be fair, I mean, Real Sociedad, Barcelona, now Betis. We even faced them in the friendly back in December where we lost 1-0. It was a kind of warm-up. It was a warm-up to before the restart of the season. Such weird times we're living in. Such weird times we're living in. But yeah, it was before the restart, and it was Nabil Fekir who scored that goal, I believe. Now he's out injured, I believe ACL injury. So prayers to him. But he's one of their key players, Nabil Fekir, in attacking midfield. But unfortunately, he did pick up that devastating injury. She'll powerbomb for Sia's birthday. Ooh, yeah, check out the Cena White match. Yeah. I saw it, bro. That was the 5-5 Funhouse match. Don't worry, I saw the post. It's all good and perfect time to plug it though. If you want to join the community Discord, ladies and gentlemen, click the link in the description under the tab that says socials. All of my socials in just one link, Linktree settings. Click the link and you will see not just this channel, but my second channel, some podcasts that I do, social media platforms, all of that stuff there. So be sure to click the link and make sure you're up to date with all the social medias, as we're just 9 minutes away from kickoff. But I am excited. What we can also look at is Real Betis' road to the round of 16. So they actually finished first in Group C, 5 wins and a draw. So those wins consisted of games versus Helsinki and Ludogorets and Roma, and then their one draw was in one of the other games against Roma. For us, we finished second in Group E, which made our lives a living hell. Funny enough, Roma themselves, they beat Real Sociedad today, the ones who finished first in our group and beat us, which is quite funny. So we had 5 wins and that one loss against Real Sociedad, which really messed us up and required us to go through that knockout round playoff tie against Barcelona, in which we were victorious in over 2 legs. Very good games, and I'm happy it happened. And then we went on to win the League Cup. What happened after that? We all got a West Ham victory as well, and then the Liverpool game, which was extremely unfortunate. And like I said, it's important, extremely important, that we do bounce back and we do get back to winning ways. Shout out to Paxton each and every time for slapping in the link as well. Hey man, time be going quick these days. And match official is something that I always like to clue myself up on. So we've got an all-German officiating team today. Daniel Sieber, Jan Seidel, Raphael Foltin, Marco Fritz, Benjamin Brad, and Daniel Schlager. So the referee, Daniel Siebert, assistant referees, Dan Seidel, Raphael Foltin, video assistant referees, Marco Fritz and Benjamin Brad, and fourth official, Daniel Schlager. But like I mentioned, as we read through the little stats, the facts, all of that stuff there, Real Betis actually beat Manchester United in a friendly. Now, bear in mind, we didn't have most of our full squad members because some guys were in the World Cup or they were on a break. So it was literally some of our youth players and some senior players who didn't travel to the World Cup. But we did face them in December. Juventus, Paxton say Juventus didn't even want to play. But well, apparently there's a disciplinary issue in regards to that. But he did return not long ago. So good luck to Mr. Paul Pogba. But hey, we move, man. We move. We move indeed. Ten Hag also had a quote that I wanted to read out from his press conference. So that it goes like this. He says, setbacks will always be there. The defeat to Liverpool was a huge setback, clear. But we had a run of 23 games with 1 loss, and that was the second. It had a lot of lessons in it, and it can help us in the future. We were really below average, especially mentality-wise. We want to win trophies and you have to act different. After Sunday, we got a big lesson. We take it and we have to move on. Look forward, use all of the energy and focus on the next game. And I really love that quote because I think there was a mixed reaction to that game on Sunday. And you understand fans being angry and stuff like that and all of the above. That is fair enough because it just wasn't good enough on all counts, on everything really. But the things that came from the media, for example, which I had a massive problem with, and I kind of put out a tweet the other day kind of saying, hey, listen, like, when it comes to the Glazers, they have a chokehold on a lot of the fan base. And the reason why I put that out in particular is because whenever something bad happens to do with Manchester United, there's always a barrage of media reports and just toxicity, negativity that comes out around that time to almost sway the fans into thinking a certain way. And I feel like with the time we've had learning about certain situations, a lot of the fan base need to do more in order to see what is legit utter BS in the end of the day, if you want me to be blunt about it. And I think some of the reports that came out regarding Bruno Fernandes's captaincy of the club, all of that stuff there. Now, criticism about the game is warranted. It's fine. But there's some added extras that I thought, we don't need this at Manchester United. And now hopefully, if there is a new owner to come in and, you know, stuff like that gets sorted out, including leaks, media, all of that stuff there as the players are in the tunnel now. Paxton put out a little bit of news. So Elliott Investment Group, who are willing to provide funding around MUFC rather than buy into the club itself, are Old Trafford tonight, saying BBC Sport. So that is not good news if you're a Manchester United fan. But what we did hear is that recently we're in a phase now that there will be representatives coming over and kind of holding conversations, I believe, with the Glazers or maybe the Rain Group. I would have to get clued up on that a bit more, but I did hear about that the other day. Manuel Pellegrini in the dugout once more, Old Trafford. Now the players are making their entrance, walking down the famous tunnels of Old Trafford. And the crowd give them a massive ovation as it is snowing in Manchester. The camera, we instantly were able to see Glazers out banners from the fan base. And I think it's important to continue making ourselves heard when it comes to that message. Shout out to you, man. See you at halftime. You can see the Betis fans showing out and supporting their side as well. The away team today for the second leg, we will be traveling to Spain. But for now, all focus to Old Trafford, to a Manchester United side who have gone through a lot of adversity in the last few days. Erik ten Hag clapping the fans, waving to them as he makes his entrance. But it is an important game for Manchester United, as is any. Their season continues. It was clear that whatever the outcome, it was never the end of the world after Sunday. But the performance made it feel like it was. Now is the time to restore the faith in a team that has achieved a lot and overcome a lot of adversities themselves this season. Let's see if once again they can live up to the expectations. Just doing the pre-game handshakes. Pick up Erik ten Hag, Woody Hat, my manager. Hey, listen, man. This is what we do. This is what we do. Woody Hat FC. They're just showing the lineups now. So what they're showing is Weghorst will be in the number 10, Bruno on the left wing, Rashford through the middle, and Anthony on the right. So interesting one there. Paxton saying, waiting on my Chinese food, about to enjoy this demolition. Ooh, Chinese! Wait, hey, what kind of food? I haven't had Chinese in a long time. What have you got today, Paxton, man? What are you saying? Some chow mein, some fried rice, sweet and sour chicken circles. I'm not gonna allow Manj to win. Not today, bro. The veteran Jalquin dapping it up with Bruno Fernandes. Good to hear the crowd still giving the team a great ovation. Raw. I didn't even realize this whole time my keyboard was at its lowest. I had to undo the flaps. Oh, hell no. It's all good. It's sorted out now. I just felt the bottom of it and I was like, what happened to my keyboard? Why is it so low? But we cool. Chicken chow mein, some fried rice, chips, and some sweet and sour chicken footballs. Hey, big up yourself. Hey, listen. That's what we're talking about around here, Paxton. Enjoy your dinner. And everybody else, is there anybody getting something special today? For the eats, for the eateries. Let me make sure I'm ready for kickoff. Because sometimes I'm so immersed into the game, I forget to even click the button itself. But Manchester United will be kicking off from left to right on the TV screen. Bruno Fernandes, the one in the centre circle, as it is the one-man kickoff nowadays, opposed to the two. And the game has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United versus Betis. Stay here and enjoy the commentary to this game and enjoy watching the game also, if you are that way inclined. Paxton said Reedus went over to K's house. Hey, Reedus, man. We need to talk about that, Reedus. It's not looking good. Here's Diogo Dalot getting forward early. And slides in. Good defending early on, but Manchester United able to earn themselves a corner kick early on in the game. Luke Shaw running over to take that one. Wouldn't it be brilliant to have an early start, an early goal for the home side to give the fans a reason to cheer? Luke Shaw puts the ball in, headed away, and a really good header at that. I'm telling you, Old Trafford right now, by God, the rain is incredible. Incredible. Not the rain, sorry, the snow. It is snowing all over the place. One thing that interested me about the team selection from Betis is the fact that they started Jose Perez. It was definitely not what I was expecting. From what I believe, Borja Iglesias is the guy I expected to start. One of their talisman figures up top scorer, I believe. If I'm not wrong. Instead, they've gone with a different option. Of course, Jose Perez has played against Manchester United on a few occasions. Formerly of Leicester City. We'll see how he fares today against that back four of Lisandro Martinez and Rafa Varane, most importantly in the central areas, but Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot also making up the four. And now what we're seeing, I'm looking at the shape of the team, and it looks like Bruno is actually the one who's acting as the number 10 or mate. Well, Fred is furthest up now, and Bruno Fernandes in almost a CDM's position, but it's Weghorst down the middle and Rashford out left, as I first thought. So it looks like BT got it wrong today. Here's the low. Playing it back to David De Gea. Able to find Rafa Varane before being closed down. Just played that ball earlier. Now Bruno Fernandes in a right back's position almost. Playing it into Anthony. He tries to return it, but it deflects all the way back to Diogo Dalot. Rafa Varane receiving it back from the Portuguese international. Oh, Lisandro Martinez with some quick footwork to turn away from danger. Ayozo Perez. Bruno Fernandes playing it through into Anthony. Now on the right wing, his preferred position. Cutting inside. Playing it back into Bruno and now Fred. But he is offside. The flag goes up early. Weghorst was able to head it into the back of the net. But I saw early on that the linesman had his flag up, and let's see if Fred was really, and yes, he was offside. Unfortunately, he was offside. He just wasn't able to hold his positioning. Oh, and it was a good finish by Weghorst in the end, which I believe the ball came off his chest. But that goal will not count. Also, another goated film to watch is Seven. What is it about, Paxton? Been wanting... I think I need to be finding time, because for some reason I always find myself on my computer doing some works. I've got things patterned. Oh, dodgy ball backfired the low. And Betis kind of messed that one up there, but Diogo Dalot and David De Gea almost messed up completely. But here come Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes now on the right wing. He's been all over the place early on. Not a great cross. Marcus Rashford. Oh, 1-0 United. The goal that Manchester United needed early on. Marcus Rashford. 1 goal to the good against Real Betis. Just what the doctor ordered. And we can see it on the counter-attack once again. Bruno tries to get the cross in. It wasn't the greatest of crosses, but it wasn't good defending either, as it was just toe poked out to Marcus Rashford. And he takes a couple touches past the defender and just smashes that ball into the back of the net. Claudio Bravo. It was too powerful for him to even attempt to get a hand on it. It was close to him. But the power, the vigor of that strike just flied past Betis' #1 and Marcus Rashford back in the goals. Manchester United in the lead. 1-0. Super Nick with the heart. Paxton with the goat. Shout out to Super Nick, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. And 7 is a detective thriller with Bad Pritt, Morgan Freeman, E.T. Okay, Paxton. Shout out to you. Paxton saying Weghorst offside goal. After fan base will worship again. Oh my. Hey, man. We move. But a good start to the game. We were speaking about it just now. As for some reason, my stream's gone all blurry. That is not nice. That is not nice at all. But yeah. It's lovely to see that early goal. We needed it, and hopefully we can continue in the same manner. Paxton saying Massimiliano Allegri. I can confirm Paul Pogba was late at the pre-match team meeting yesterday. That's why he's not in the list for the Europa League game. It's a matter of respect for the group. Paul will be back as part of the group starting from tomorrow. Okay, interesting. Interesting stuff there. Which is fair enough, if you ask me. In the end of the day, it doesn't matter how important you are to a team. Everybody's got to have the equal level of discipline. That's what being a team is all about. Everybody's held to the same standards. Especially when it comes to discipline. Here's Rafa Varane now. Anthony. Couple ball rolls. Plays it into Bruno Fernandes, who is overlapping from the inside. Casemiro. Oh, sweet ball! And he found Weghorst straight into the keeper's hands, but lovely ball there by Casemiro with the outside of his boot. Weghorst was just a little far out to really get the power, and he wasn't able to get the direction either. He's just called for an offside there. Free kick to Betis, and they play it along. Anthony, he's got to be a little careful here, and he gives the ball away. Not very aware from the Brazilian. But this is a nice piece of play. Inside the area. Jose Perez was there, but it was well defended by Manchester United. Sweet ball by Casemiro into Fred, who goes down momentarily. But Luke Shaw is able to find Marcus Rashford. They just slow it down. Casemiro found once again in the center of the pitch, and he gets caught. It's a lack of communication, a bit of awareness that it needs to be better from Manchester United. Those mistakes that have been setting in at times, even on their superb run of winning games. Referee just having a word with Luis Enrique, who's back on his feet, limping ever so slightly. He was the one who just pinched the ball from behind. Casemiro seemed to have picked up a little knock there in doing so. Anthony just a little untidy with his footwork up the pitch. Weghorst trying to win it back, but loses his footing. Fred now. William Carvalho. Perez might have been offside there, and he is. He got played in, and that is poor from the Betis forward. You have to hold your line in a situation like that, because you can see there weren't a lot of players back for Manchester United at the time. And a lot of space to run into. Let me make my notes real quick. Under attack. Oh, David De Gea trying to kick out the ball. He only finds Luis Enrique. They still have to carve out an opportunity, Betis. Manchester United have players back. He faked the long shot, and Bruno able to just pinch it back. But the pass was a little loose, and Carvalho, oh, look at the footwork there by number 14. Sweet move. Reed is saying, great start. Techie Weggy with the first goal, so we up to, so we tuned it up. Shout out to Reedus, man. I hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by every time with the loudest keyboard ever. Listen, I know the people love the ASMR settings, so I'm just giving it to you in abundance. People, be sure to subscribe to Reedus United on YouTube. Follow him on Twitch as well for Football Manager, reactions, music stream, all of that wonderful stuff there. But no doubt that was exactly the start Manchester United needed. Here's Lisandro Martinez. 55% possession thus far for the home team. And here's Casemiro. Playing it into Anthony. A bit of space. Dalot trying to run, and Anthony with a really nice run cuts back. Still on the ball, and he just gives it away as he was losing balance. Unlucky there. Fred wins it back, however. Now Bruno. Captain in the side once again. Marcus Rashford slowing it down. And giving it back to Manchester United's number 8. Shout out to my guy Roland, Pros Only Sports. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time saying we needed that early goal. Big up yourself once again, man. Thank you for coming through, and be sure to subscribe to Pros Only Sports. You see a lot of football content, United State of Mind, boxing, so many different sports, NBA as well, where we'll be doing our Big 3 review show tomorrow with me, Roland, and Chino over at Pros Only Sports. So make sure you go and subscribe and run up the numbers. It's always a fun time. Manchester United able to intercept once again. The pass towards Luis Enrique was not on target by Guido Rodriguez. Here's Anthony now in his central area. Plays it into Dalot. First time in, but the cross is blocked. He receives the ball again. Casemiro and Anthony not on the same wavelength as he tries to flick it around the corner. And Anthony just didn't even run for the ball there. Eric Ten Hag taking notes. For half time. But we're almost 16 minutes into the game. Manchester United 1-0 up. Like what Roland said in the chat. Just the goal that was needed to calm the nerves, to give the Manchester United players a little bit of confidence. And Claudio Bravo kicking a ball that goes straight out to Anthony, but in the end he runs it out of play. Potentially an opportunity to punish Betis there, but Anthony just a little careless on the ball there. Here is Dalot now. Casemiro, first time into Fred, who almost gets caught and does get caught illegally there from behind. But the referee plays on. Here's Marcus Rashford, the goal scorer. Back into Shaw. Across the area! And Weghorst almost guiding it into the back of the net. But once again, it goes wide. He believes there was a deflection on the strike, and we'll maybe see here on the replay. Luke Shaw, first time, great ball in. And it doesn't look like there was a deflection there. Oh, there was. There was a deflection, in fact. So it should have been a corner kick to Manchester United. Hard to see, but there was definitely a deflection. It's a big chance for Weggy. He should score. Yeah, it was unlucky there. It was unlucky there. Ronan, but Marcus Rashford, big chance. Good goalkeeping from Claudio Bravo. It was a poor back pass there by Rodriguez. You see here, Weghorst with the loose touch, and Guido Rodriguez playing it back, and Bravo read it to perfection, and just as Rashford tried to lift it, he didn't get enough on it. Bravo blocked with his feet, out for a throw-in. There's some shaky moments for Betis. But yeah, back on that Veko's chance, it was unlucky there. Good defending in the end. And Claudio Bravo just had a few minutes to himself there, potentially picked up a little knock, but he's on his feet, ready to go once more. It's Carvalho. Again, just neatly finding a way through the wall of Manchester United players. Clipped over the top now towards Wanmi, and he goes down, but no foul given by the referee. Diogo Dalot was the closest player to that, and Bruno Fernandes now just shaking off a challenge. But the ball was overhit towards Marcus Rashford. It was a good idea, but the execution was just not on point. It's showing a replay of that Marcus Rashford goal yet again. The power of the strike itself, just taking it past Bravo. He didn't have a chance. Didn't have a chance at all. Brilliant from Marcus Rashford. Do you guys think in the chat that when it's all said and done, especially if he continues this run of form, that he has a good chance of winning Premier League Player of the Year? Obviously, this is Europa League. But strictly speaking, Premier League form, do you think he has the opportunity to win Player of the Year, or would that be reserved for a team that potentially goes on to win the league? As it is a lot of the time. Is Martinez almost finding himself in a little bit of danger there, but as he usually does, calmly finding a way out of traffic. Is Casemiro. A big shout from the crowd there as he almost gets caught on the ball. Jose Perez was the one arriving. Paxton saying, nah, Haaland getting it. Pros Only Sports saying he's definitely going to be nominated, but I don't think he wins it. Yeah, I hear what you guys are saying still. I hear what you guys are saying for sure. Luke Shaw's pass to Fred, just not getting to him, but now Marcus Rashford can receive it instead and run at the defender. He just didn't get that flip-flap right. Betis win a free kick there. Sabali just knocking it away from Luke Shaw and getting checked to the ground. Paxton also saying all these awards are either corrupt or just stupid and how they pick. Yeah, there was a lot of complaints regarding the Premier League team of the season as well. I remember that because there were a lot of players that missed out. And that caused an uproar in the players that were selected. So it is always weird to see how these awards end up being decided in the end of the day. Some deserve, of course, some not. Shout out to RD, hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time. Shout out to Brush, hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. This guy, man, coming in with the show. Hope you're good. You man said RD, fam. Okay, I see you now, big man, fam. This guy's been trolling me about the scoreline for a minute, but it's all good. Enjoy your glory. But big up to Brushy, man. And hope you've enjoyed the start to the game. But here's Luis Enrique. Betis on the counter-attack now. Whenever I see that Pyrex, I know who it is now, fam. Corner kick Betis, by the way, ladies and gents. Enrique was in quite a bit of space, but you can see your Queen just not able to find the right winger quick enough to capitalize on that, and Enrique ended up running out of space, but was still able to win his team a corner kick. And Manchester United will have to defend now. Headed on. And touchdown. The players are claiming a handball there. Rodriguez was the one that kicked it into a bunch of Manchester United players. The referee for now saying no, not too sure if there's a VAR check. He's 41. Fam. 41. Fam, I knew he was a vet, fam. I knew he was a vet. But 41 years of it, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. It's William Carvalho. Trying to play through Jose Perez. Well cut out that time by Luke Shaw. I remember when Joachim was linked to us as a replacement for Beckham. Sheesh. That's a Mazzoline. He was cold back in the day. I saw someone tweet out or on socials that they was playing old school Pez. That's crazy. He was a cold right winger back in his early days. Shh, man. That's one guy I need to look at, fam. Open up the comps, you know what I mean? David De Gea kicks it out. Just a miss kick once again. Wasn't able to get the quality from his boots. Out for a Betis throw-in and they'll start building up once more. David De Gea visually disgusted with that piece of delivery. Oh, well done there by Luke Shaw. Turning away by Enrique. And now can carry the ball up the pitch. He tries to cross it in towards Marcus Rashford early on, but the header was won. He receives it once again though. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Sweet ball into Fred. Rashford. First time inside. Anthony gets a touch on. Cleared away just about as the ball bounced into the air. And William Carvalho. He's had some really nice sequences in the game as he gets a little lucky with the deflection. Going back to the defence. Pizzala playing it forward now. Manchester United giving away another free kick there. That time it's Fred. You can see him fouling Rodriguez. Here's Carvalho. Pressed by Anthony, who's now out on the left wing. Rashford gone out to the right. Weghorst through the middle. You can almost see it's Fred who's playing as that furthest forward midfielder, which is very interesting. Bruno Fernandes often making runs from deep. But he does sit up there now as Manchester United are in possession. Anthony. Crossing it. Oh, sweet ball in! And Weghorst was in there. Just over the bar. And once again, you felt like that was his opportunity to get a goal. I mean, he looked offside. He did look offside, but yeah, it was a difficult chance to get over. And he tries to side foot it. It was difficult with the bounce just before it got to him. But maybe you do have to at least hit the target. But it was a difficult chance. What do you guys think in the chat? Here's Abner. Weghorst pressing him and winning back the ball. Great physicality there from the striker. And he's still just fighting to keep it. And that's why many love Wout Weghorst. Because of that effort. Great ball inside. And a good header by Abner to get it away from Bruno Fernandes. Martinez playing it back to Varane, who will have to run onto the ball. Was pressed intensely there, but done well to deal with it. And here's Anthony now. Manchester United can go again. And there's space. Marcus Rashford. Oh, he doesn't get the power needed, and it goes just beyond Weghorst. Bruno Fernandes. Shot blocked. And it'll go out for a corner kick once more. But that looked like a very very good chance. A golden opportunity for Manchester United to double their lead. Just the pass maybe wasn't on point there for Marcus Rashford to get the ball straight onto his stride, but he doesn't get the power on it. Claudio Bravo parries it out into an area just away from Val Weghorst to tap it in. Luke Shaw to deliver the corner once again. Bruno also offering the short option. And he gets it. Puts it into the area. It's a deep ball in. Varane, Casemiro. And on the swivel, he's just not able to get that ball on target. Goal kick. It was a difficult chance for the defensive midfielder just to swivel and try and get that one on target as he is falling down. Casemiro has continuously got himself in dangerous goal-scoring position, even against Liverpool. Scored an offside goal. Maybe that is the part he needs to work on, but he has been able to score a large amount of goals for Manchester United as of late. Important goals, should I say. Erik ten Hag once again watching on in his woody hat in these winter conditions. I mean, what can you say about the weather these days in this country? I mean, one day it's sunny, then we got rain and snow. It's all over the place, but I've seen in other areas outside of London where the snow is the snow has a bigger presence than it does in the ends. Let's just say that. Here's Fred. Oh, and he gets challenged there, and Betis once again just giving the ball away. Good defending by Varane as Rodriguez tried to unleash one of their forwards, but now here's Fred. Nobody there to receive his pass. Both teams competing. Maybe the quality on the ball not 100% there at this moment of time, but you can see Manchester United are looking to be devastating on the attack. And same with Betis. Sabali to throw the ball back into the field of play after winning a throw-in for his side. And it's given away. Casemiro with a poor pass once again, giving it. Here's Wanmi. And that's a really nice pass to Perez! 1-1! Jose Perez with the equalizer. The man on loan. The man chosen to start by Manuel Pellegrini with a devastating punch to the stomachs of the home team, Manchester United. My word. What a finish. And they're maybe looking at a handball from Wanmi. Me personally, I don't think that's the case. And once he does find Jose Perez, he takes a touch on his chest and just drills it into the right corner of David De Gea's goal. A fantastic finish, but nobody was anywhere near him. And it was just a superb strike into the back of the net. And we have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Almost out of nothing. Manchester United won. Real Betis won. Super Nick with the eyes. Paxton with the emoji that speaks 1,000,000 words. Realist hating it. Super Nick saying criminal. Here's Rashford now. Safe to say that one was a shock to the system. Rashford finds Shaw. Delo in the box gives it away. And now Betis, the away side, who have been growing in confidence as the game has gone on, find themselves level once again. And it was revealed that it was actually outside the boot. So it makes the finish there by Perez even better. Top finish there. Paxton saying at least I got to enjoy my dinner before being disappointed. Now I might as well get a set. Nah. But I might as well get a 7-up unless United give me a reason not to. Hey, listen. Paxton, believe, man. One thing I will say is both teams at times in this game have been sloppy on the ball, which is something we have seen a lot from Manchester United at least. And the finish there was really good, but like what Roden says in the chat, defensively, a lot of questions that need to be asked. And Anthony giving the ball away to Wanmi, a sloppy decision once again. Just doesn't look all the way into the game as he apologizes to his defenders, but just not good enough there for Manchester United. And Anthony in particular. Here's Rashford into Weghorst, takes a touch on his chest, but it was loose. Now here's Rodriguez. And the game is stopped for a foul on Perez. He goes down. And it looks like the referee was going to play an advantage. But in the end, he does call a foul on Casemiro, who does kind of climb on the back of Ayoze. And a free kick to Real Betis. A little far out. Quite a few yards away from the box itself. But maybe an opportunity to clip the ball beyond the back four. For the captain, Joaquin. He's also speaking it over with Ayoze Perez. Potentially one of the two going to take. Abner was also showing the short option. They do play it short. And here's Perez. Nice footwork. Now Abner clips it in and Weghorst wins the header out for a corner kick to Betis. Maybe Manchester United caught off guard by the short ball. Originally from the free kick, and we're showing a replay once again. In the lead up to the goal, the ball comes off the chest of Wanmi and kind of rolls off the upper arm. Ball in from the corner kick. It was low. Wasn't the best delivery. It was cleared away for now. Here's William Carvalho towards the back post. And Ayoze just couldn't get to it. Goal kick Manchester United. As Manchester United get closer and closer to half time, I will ask you guys in the chat what potentially you would change, if there is anything you would change for the second half to potentially maybe shore up defensively or become a little more solid. Of course, Marcel Sabitzer isn't an option today in the squad due to injury. But there are other options that we can look at once the halftime whistle is blown. Varane defending well there on the throw-in. Referee blows the whistle. And there seems to be a free kick here for Betis now. It's on the left side of the pitch. A chance for Yao Quinn to deliver once again. Manchester United just playing their line on the edge of the area. Ball into the box, and it's a decent one. Headed away that time. Carvalho tried to get a poke on the ball, but he only goes out for a Manchester United goal kick. To the delight of the back four and all of us watching at home or in the stadium. It's David De Gea. Kicks it long now towards Wout Weghorst. Can't win the header. It's Rodriguez into William Carvalho. Now Abner. Just kicking it down the line. And Varane able to just chest it out for a throw-in and allow his team to reset. Betis' left back now able to just set up the throw-in. Everybody travelling over to the left side of the pitch. Is your Quinn. Abner. To Rodriguez. And the pass was just a little too strong for the captain. Manchester United getting back possession. Just like that. 4 minutes to go until half time. Depending on the added time that's given, of course, we will see on that one. We haven't had a lot of stoppages in the game except for a few fouls here and there. And Claudio Bravo being down. A few other players. Speaking about stoppages, there was one. Another free kick on Diogo Dalot. Kind of struggling at this moment of time with the smaller Wanmi. Manchester United in this game they started well, but since then have kind of slowed down a little bit in the game since taking the lead, even more so since conceding. We're going to have to see how that changes in the second half. Potentially looking to be a bit more accurate with the passes, looking to create a few more chances. But here's Marcus Rashford. Takes a heavy touch, plays it across to Anthony, and my word, as it was an open goal, it seemed like Anthony's shot got blocked by a defender. We can look at that again. It looked like Marcus Rashford was offside. But as he took the heavy touch and played it across, it was Abner who actually cleared the ball before it reached Anthony. Dalot just about to throw the ball back in towards Varane, and he does. Now David De Gea. Oh, it's a poor pass. Straight to Juanmi. Here's a Jose Perez. Good chance. Oh, no. It just goes across the line. It looked like it was heading into the back of the net. But it seemed like it just flashed across the line. My word, David De Gea. One touch and it was completely off target. You can see a Jose just turns away from Varane as the cross was deflected off Bruno Fernandes. Completely beat David De Gea and hit the post on the other side. It might have deflected off Martinez. One or the other. Manchester United were almost 2-1 down. Super Nick saying this is not looking good. Players are not in sync. By the looks of it, you're 100% correct. United have a corner on the other end now with Bruno Fernandes. Ball in. And it was just too high for Casemiro. Luke Shaw now deflected. Lisandro Martinez header blocked. Varane tried at it. And eventually, Betis will be able to get it clear. Only for a throw-in. Super Nick saying Betis are all over them. Especially in the latter stages of this first half. Manchester United have struggled a little bit. But this is nice here between Bruno and Anthony. But the cross just once again wasn't able to find anybody and was cleared away. Here's Varane. Does well to keep possession of the ball after a few attempts. Fernandes into Fred. Crossing with his right boot. Doesn't beat Abner. And cleared away by Juanmi. We've got a minute of added time to play with. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Into Fred. Now Diogo Dalot. A couple step overs. And he's able to win his team, or not quite. He puts the ball in and punched away by Bravo. Ball fell to Rashford. Good defending by Enrique. Now Luke Shaw. Crossed in from deep. Headed away once again. And now here come Real Betis. Joaquin. William Carvalho finding a Jose Perez. Carvalho once again. Now Sabari. Taking on Lisandro Martinez, which is not a lot of people, or not what a lot of people want to do. He wins inside a corner kick, which will probably be the last kick of the first half. Joaquin walking up to the corner. Linesman kind of saying, speed it up a little bit, to the captain of Real Betis. Ball in now. And it just goes right through everybody, sir. And Abner got the strike on. But the referee calls for half time. And it is Manchester United 1, Real Betis 1. And it was a perfect start for the home side, taking the lead through Marcus Rashford. Just a powerful hit that went right past Claudio Bravo. But as the game went on, Real Betis grew into it. And after 30 minutes, Jose Perez was able to drill the ball into David De Gea's net. A wonderfully struck goal. Questions potentially to be asked defensively. But the game is level once more at the half. And the question I will ask to everybody in the chat is, what do you think of the game before I give my thoughts? Shout out to Tilo. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time, saying these lot are not serious. Super Nick saying a little bit stinky. Bring on the second half FC. Manj, welcome back. Saying pathetic. No sugar coating. And Super Nick agrees with that. Well, I will say this. it was a good start, a decent start by the team, and we were able to take the lead. But since then, I have not liked what I've seen, especially in the latter stages of that first half since the equaliser, and it was coming, to be fair. On the ball, not good enough once again. Defensively, we have had some shaky moments playing out from the back as well. David De Gea, there's been a few players forward in the forward areas too. Anthony, not at it. Casemiro hasn't had his best game either when it comes to being on the ball too. I just think the player's not all the way there, not 100% there, and that is a little disappointing considering that you wanted to see a little bit of a response, a little bit of a bounce back. ETH picked the same team, saying Super Nick. Man say PTSD setting. Shout out to my guy Zims. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time, man. Hope you're doing blessed in this week. And what do you think of the game thus far as well? Be sure to follow my guy Zims over on YouTube, Twitch as well, and all socials. Yeah, man, PTSD setting. I mean, I think the second half is gonna have to be a lot better of a performance. Thus far, it is level. That's the positive, because Betis, I mean, we got really lucky towards the end. We got really lucky towards the end with that piece of distribution from David De Gea when he gives it to Wanmi. Jose Perez deflected cross, almost goes into the back of the net, but it hits the post. Hasn't been great at all, saying Zims. And yeah, I think a lot of the guys in the chat, guys and girls in the chat, agree with that in the end of the day. I said Ivan Toney bet on real scoring. De Gea wanted to throw to get, yeah, I hear you still. Some of the distribution from David De Gea in this game has not been good at all. Not been good at all. Yeah, Veko's had a good chance. I think that was a good piece of defending in the end. He had a few opportunities. One of them was offside, but the second one that was on, it was a good chance, but I think the defender just got a toe on it, which kind of guided it away for the corner kick. But apart from that, Manchester United do have a few more gears that they can get into. It's whether they will find it in time, because we're at Old Trafford. We need to take advantage of this home leg, because when we go to Betis now, remember, Betis is home. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be the hostile atmosphere, and they will be up for that. They've grown into this game, and they've looked a lot better and a bigger threat as the game has gone on in this first half. Will be interesting to see if they will be the same in the second. But Manchester United cannot take this home leg for granted. Super Nick saying, Weggy, I'm sorry, but I get he's a workhorse, but the goal threat is giving criminal side. You know what, Super Nick? One thing I'll say on that. One thing I will say on that is, and even they were alluding to it in commentary, they were saying, listen, it's good that he works hard for the team and he does all of this other stuff, but eventually you will be expected to put the ball into the back of the net. And unfortunately, thus far in his Manchester United career, he has been extremely inaccurate when it comes to the chances that he has gotten. So that was Super Nick saying, I want him to prove me wrong, but, you know, he's on a loan spell, limited time. And if he does want that permanent move, then he is going to have to show. But Erik ten Hag trusts him to play him in these games. That is the thing, because he does provide a lot off the ball for the likes of Marcus Rashford, you could say. Something that we were missing when Anthony Martial was out injured, in which he is now. But yeah, it's one of those ones. But blessings to everybody inside, I will say that before the second half begins. I mean, be sure to hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share to your friends and frenemies, and also link in the description to all of my socials. One link takes you to everything, so go and check that out in the chat. Follow me on Twitch, all of that stuff there. That Prem move ain't happening, workhorse though. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, he's currently on loan from Burnley, because he was at Besiktas. He was scoring goals up there, and then yeah, he came to pursue this move. Shout out to Moss. Hope you're doing well for days, but I appreciate you coming by each and every time. So yeah, Vegas could be back in the Premier League next season with Burnley. Big up yourself once again, Moss. 2-2 Arsenal wraps another loss last night. Man U in tough here with Betis a bit too. Hey man. Yeah man. Also saw the Arsenal result with Sporting Lisbon. That was an interesting game and an interesting finish there. I think it's good for Arsenal because 2-2 away from home. Now you can finish it off at the Emirates. It's not going to be easy, but they have a good opportunity. Yes, sir. I'm hearing you, Sims. I'm hearing you, bro. Yeah, but yeah, the permanent move, maybe not. It's a shame Sabitzer is injured today because I feel like we could have used him in a game like this to maybe shore up possession later on in the game, potentially. You got any other watch-alongs coming up, man? I cannot tell you, really. I'm going to try and do some Manchester United watch-alongs. For sure. NBA, I'm not too sure. I might try and catch an NBA. I might try and catch an NBA on the weekend. We'll see. But I'll let you know. You guys are the first to know in the Discord. As always, be sure to join if you're not a part of it already. The 22's in the cut. But yeah, everybody in Discord will be the first to know if I am going to be doing all on Twitter as well. I will win at Emirates. Not massive potato boys, you know. We win at home. Spurs could not be beaten. You know what? Well, yeah, the Tottenham situation against AC Milan in the Champions League as well. A lot of complaints regarding that. And there was a story that came out today saying, don't know how true it is, but it came from Sky Sports, saying that some of the players are begging the board to try and go in for Poch once again and sack Conte. But in Sky Sports' words, they are... or Daniel Levy, should I say, he's taking a pragmatic approach towards this, which will probably mean Conte is staying until the end of the season for them, which, to be honest, they have nothing to play for, except for Europe, really, getting into the Champions League again, potentially. So, it does make sense. I like Sabitzer saying Sims. Definitely easy. He's had some good showings, some decent showings. I thought I had my chart. Hold on a second. I thought I had my thing on. He's had some decent showings in a Manchester United shirt thus far. Especially in the midfield. Hopefully we can... Let me try and switch this off, damn it. Boom. There we go. They're showing the replays multiple times of that Ayoze Perez goal once again because they're questioning whether Juanmi handled the ball in the lead up to that goal. Obviously, he was the one who got the assist. As he chested it down, it kind of rolled off the upper arm section. So it's quite a controversial one, I'm guessing, in the studio. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a handball or no? Come on, Moss channel, come on, do some NBA. Spurs gonna pay the Conte consequences. Hey, shout out to Manch, man. Shout out to Manch. The puns are punning, fam. One thing I can tell you is, if all is well, I will be doing a WrestleMania watch-along on the second channel, CM22, so look out for that one. Both nights. It's gonna be lit. Therefore, a handball saying Zims, yeah, it did look like a dodgy one. And once again, we always find ourselves in these conversations where it's like, you know, we've seen them given, but we've also not seen them given. And I think because it is a game with human error, that is fine. But the thing that makes it controversial is having VAR, having these pieces of equipment and then not utilizing to its full potential. So you're going to say, if it's not a clear and obvious error from the referee, you're not going to overturn it. But if it's an error, then it's an error. There shouldn't be an in-between. If it's a correct call, it's a correct call. But if it's an error, then the referee should be called out for it so that the correct result is given. So it's a weird one. And we always hear that term, clear and obvious error. But what's the point of checking after a goal is scored if you're just going to say, oh, it wasn't a clear and obvious error, it was an error, but it wasn't a clear and obvious error? I mean, the fact that you have technology should make it clearer to come to a decision. Remember when PK handled the ball versus Chelsea and that dodgy man said, red flag! Red flag. There's a whole load of red flags in football right now, man. I'll tell you that. But is there any changes you guys would make going into the second half thus far? Do you think keep it the same, maybe play up to 55, 60 minutes and then make the change there? Or do you want to regain control of this game now with a substitution? I mean, we can look at the lineup once again. You know, we've got the likes of in attacking areas. Jadon Sancho, Garnacho, who can come on late on in the game. Anthony Elanga, Facundo Perishri. In the midfield, the likes of Scott McTominay, Kobe Mainu as options, and a lot of defensive ones as well. The likes of Adam Wan-Bissaka, Tadeo Malacia, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire. I believe we'll probably see somebody like Garnacho come on later in the game and try and make an impact. Same with Jadon Sancho even. But we shall see. We shall see. And shout out to my guy, Eagle Eye Football. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Be sure to subscribe to Eagle Eye Football and go and give them some positive energy, man. Man saying Garnacho on for Anthony, please. Garnacho on for Anthony, please. Fair enough, to be fair. Fair enough, to be fair. Sometimes I question myself. Fair enough, though, because Anthony hasn't been at the races for this game thus far. And there are a few more guys you could call out potentially, but you obviously can't make a whole heap of substitutions. So you've got to pick one of them. And I have a feeling Erik ten Hag is not going to make any substitutions, but we'll see. Maybe he will. Because in the end of the day, this is the one that started on Sunday. And, you know, if you don't like the way that first half direction was going in, you might be losing patience. And then you say, hey, no. Now it's time to regain control of this game. Try and go for that second, third goal, finish off the tie. So that when we go to Spain, it's a little easier on us. Now, easier said, harder done, innit? Everybody bigging up each other in the chat. We love to see it, man. We love to see it. Potentially look for some reactions on social media. See what everybody else is saying. Let me get my timer on point as well for the second half. Cool. Let me see. Manchester United versus Betis. Lisandro Martinez won more duels than any other Manchester United player in the first half. To be fair, he was good defensively. I saw somebody saying that it looks like Wan-Bissaka is coming on. I'm not too sure if that is correct, but we will find out. Shout out to Marcus Rashford once again for putting them in the lead or scoring again before the equalizer at least. Funny enough, Jose Perez scored his first goal for against Manchester United, should I say, today. 14 games, 3 different teams. Both sides are making it back out for the half. Let's make sure we're ready for this one, ladies and gents. And it does appear that Wan-Bissaka is coming on for Diogo Dalot in the second half. He did struggle with Wanmi throughout that first half in various stages. I hear Nicky's Ivan Tony's betting up for the predictions. Hey man, hey. Nah. I couldn't believe he done that. I couldn't believe it. And it's confirmed now. So Diogo Dalot off, Adam Wan-Bissaka on. That is the change. Hey Rich, he's a cheat. He's a disgrace. And the referee is about to blow the whistle in this place. Second half begins. Marcus Rashford, Manchester United looking to attack straight away, but it's a really good challenge there by Guido Rodriguez. Clipped over the top to Luis Enrique. Good defending by Varane to just head it out for a throw-in. Ten Hag making it out for the second half. Nicky Chester for City facing Palace away on Saturday, fam. Man. Commentator just said a stat. Manchester United knocked out by Spanish opposition in European competitions in the last 5 seasons. It's not a good omen, but we can look to change that. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Varane. Now there's Sandro Martinez. Just creeping up the pitch now. Fred. Varane. Into Bruno Fernandes, who's once again just picking the ball up in a deeper position. Supporting that back four. Or other three, should I say, currently. Luke Shaw, who is once again transformed the opinion of him within the Manchester United fan base this season with his spectacular performances in that left back position, but not only there, in the centre back's position as well, which is something Manchester United fans haven't seen. Unfortunately, Fred there not able to find Wan-Bissaka with an inaccurate pass. Great challenge by Fred. And Weghorst was just not quick enough in playing the ball to Marcus Rashford. If he played it a little quicker there, they were able to take advantage of the counter-attack that was on the right side of the pitch. Anthony kind of pointing that out now, but Weghorst kind of took a little while to release the ball. It's David De Gea now. Playing it out to Bruno Fernandes. De Gea once again. Now there's Sandro Martinez. Manchester United will have to find a way out as Betis creep up the pitch as well. And Bruno trying to get it cleared, and it just beats Luis Enrique. Now here's Luke Shaw on the counter-attack. Trying to play it through into either Anthony or Weghorst, but it was deflected. Not a good ball in the end. Here's Fred playing it out to Bruno. Finds Wan-Bissaka in the box. Tries to cut it back, but nobody was there. And cleared away for now. But Wan-Bissaka early on now. Finding his way into the box in a good position. Just not able to come up with the goods. Here's Wan-Bissaka once again, and it looked like it goes up outside of the pitch. Nah. You gotta allow him, Paxton. You gotta allow him, Paxton. I know Paxton's onto him still. I know Paxton. Hey, big up yourself, man. I'll see you soon. Thank you for coming by each and every time. Here's Varane. Weghorst just not able to take control of the ball forward there. And Claudio Bravo either able to just boot it back up the pitch. I said, red flag. Well, one back there by Bruno Fernandes on Abner. Fred just clipping it forward. Nobody able to receive the ball once again. And Bizzella was able to just boot it up the pitch. It's a bit to you, to me at this moment of time from both sides. Here's Bruno. Nice pass into Anthony, who was able to turn away from Betis' left back, but got clipped. Free kick given and taken quickly. Sweet ball to Luke Shaw by Rafa Varane, but Shaw goes down after knocking the ball past his opponent. No free kick, but Man United win the ball back through Casemiro. Now here's Anthony. Cuts inside. Oh, brilliant! Anthony! He's had his criticism in this game, but a wonderful trademark strike by the Brazilian puts Manchester United back into the lead. 2-1. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As soon as he cut inside, you knew exactly what he was doing. A sweet turn and pass by Bruno Fernandes, and everything else after that was all about Anthony and the magical left foot of Manchester United's 21. Just curled into the top corner of the net. No chance for Claudio Bravo. He was shown inside, and Betis paid for it dearly. Chuckle Vision settings. Anthony sat me down, respect saying, Paxton, come on. Anthony done did it again. But Manchester United back into the lead. It's the second goal in the Europa League this season. Once again, just another important goal for Manchester United to get in the early stages of this second half. Here's Rashford. Fred into Weghorst. Nice quick play as the Dutchman gets clipped. Free kick Manchester United. Casemiro just finding that small gap into Bruno, and he receives it back from Fred now. Paxton saying Di Maria goal. When I haven't actually looked at the other scores on the doors thus far. I will have a look at that when I have the time, but shout out to Paxton for the update. Juventus. We got stand up if you hate Glazers in the stadium. So we're seeing the other games now in and around the Europa League. Sporting 2-2 draw with Arsenal. Union Berlin 3-3 draw with St. Gillois. I butchered that name, but St. Gillois. Where are they from? By any chance? Royal Union St. Gillois. Gillois. Belgium. Belgium. Okay. other games as well. Leverkusen versus Ferencvaros. Ferencvaros. They won 2-0 anyway. Roma 2-0 when against Real Sociedad. Vekhorst was booked just now. I missed that completely. Juventus 1-0 up against Freiburg. Shakhtar 0-0 with Feyenoord and Sevilla drawing 0-0 with Fenerbahce. Vekhorst just giving away a free kick there and maybe a little too aggressive with his complaints to the referee. Luis Enrique not able to take the ball down out of the air, and Manchester United almost on the counter there if it wasn't cut out by Pizzala. Good defending there. Here's Bruno Fernandes into Anthony. Wan-Bissaka making that run on the inside once again, as he usually does. He's able to receive the ball here from Rafa Varane. Nice ball. Bruno across the area. Just needed a body there. Just needed a body there. You can see once again exactly what he was going for, but Vekhorst maybe just didn't get there in time. Sergio Canales getting ready to come on now for Real Betis. Oh, it's 3-1! Bruno Fernandes off the corner kick. And Manchester United, 2 goals in the second half to turn around the game. And just like that, just before Real Betis were about to make a double substitution, the game has turned on its head. 3-1. My word. I'll take it. It was just a sweet header there by Bruno. Flicked it on at the front post. And Claudio Bravo wasn't able to keep it out. He got a hand on it, but he wasn't able to keep it out once again. Manchester United with a strong advantage. A 2-goal advantage in the game. We've got Sifrinik saying, "You beauty." Bruno saying Paxton. Very wise words for the Japan manager in the Discord saying Paxton. Say no more, say no more. Paxton saying game over. So we got Yarquin coming off for Sergio Canales. Apologies, folks. Just typing up some notes. And second off. All right. Now what I'm gonna do, I have to double check this. Wan-Bissaka had a shot on just now, and it was blocked. Here's Anthony back into the game. Anthony! Oh! Vekhorst was there, straight into the keeper's hands. And Luis Enrique also came on for Aitor Ruibal. That was the second substitution that I wasn't able to see. Apologies, ladies and gents. The keyboard is keyboarding, eh? Listen, man. In the period of ASMRs, I'm sure everybody loves it. If you don't, I can do something. Nah, I'm joking. I could do something about it, but you know, we got the clicky over here. That's the world's loudest keyboard reader scored it. The Betis player is down currently in the box. Play continues. Here's Sabali. To William Carvalho. They're not stopping play here. It seems like they might maybe. Yeah, they are. It's Jose Perez who is down. Might have to wait for a replay to see what happened. He gets the ball on. And it's Fred who gets the challenge in. Maybe clips a bit of his ankle that he is holding right now. And he's asking the referee what's going on, but he'll get back to his feet. He'll be all right. It looks like Jadon Sancho is also being prepared to come on shortly. It's a beautiful strike by Anthony. What a goal. And then Bruno just lovely. The near post corner. Nobody defending him. Into the back of the net. And here he is now. Oh, that's sweet there. Brilliant play by Manchester United. Here's Alan Wan-Bissaka. Cuts back. Bruno finds Anthony. Bruno! It was almost potentially the best goal Manchester United have scored all season. What a passage of play. One touch passing. Passing move at its finest. And Anthony, as he just needs to lift the ball into the back of the net. And there was support for him as well. But he just gets a little too much on the chip. And it goes over the bar onto the roof of the net. Fred was there. Rashford was there. But he called his own number. Ruibal kind of holding his head there and winning his team a free kick. It wasn't much in that one. Sipidic say no. Now Anthony chance. Potentially maybe need to be a little less selfish, but I ain't going to complain. Yes, Jadon Sancho and Terrell Malacia about to come on for Manchester United. Warming themselves up in the winter weather. We'll see who's to depart in a moment's time. Anthony chasing the ball forward by Bruno, and it's a good challenge out. And those substitutions will be made now. So we've got Marcus Rashford and Luke Shaw departing the pitch for Jadon Sancho and Terrell Malacia. So Marcus Rashford getting some much needed rest, in my opinion, with the team being in a good position. Some much needed rest for Manchester United's source of goals. Only source of goals at this moment of time. And Malacia getting some game time for Luke Shaw as well, who probably does need a rest too. Let's see what Jadon Sancho can do in this game. Very excited to see him. Also Betis. Himself making a substitution. So that'll be Guido Rodriguez coming off. And Andres Guardado coming on now for Real Betis. He takes the captain's armband straight from Rodriguez. He received it from Yaquin, who came off earlier in the second half as well. Here's Anthony, just trying to win a throw-in or a corner. Fortuitously bounced off the defender of Real Betis, and they're able to get it clear for now, but only to Wan-Bissaka. Poor touch by Bruno Fernandes, and Carvalho was able to just wiggle his way out of trouble once again. Oh, that's a sweet ball. It looks like Varane will deal with it. It was a decent ball. Towards Wanmi. Bruno Fernandes. Just lifting it out wide to Malacia. Now Jadon Sancho. Malacia overlapping. Sancho trying to play it inside to Fred, but he ran out of space. Malacia into Martinez. And that's lovely feet there by the centre-back. Casemiro trying to play that blind pass through, but was inaccurate. Betis have completely fallen off in this game. Manchester United having all the possession, and even when they do lose it, it's quickly regained. Here's Bruno Fernandes now. Into Fred. Nice ball out to Sancho. Looking to take on a couple defenders. Turns back forward. Fred with the strike, and it was tame. Very tame there. Fred just needed to get a bit more power and direction on the strike if he wanted it to even test Claudio Bravo there. Here's Bruno. Another good idea there. Just wasn't able to get that outside of the boot pass accurately towards Jadon Sancho. Oh! Claudio Bravo able to deal with it for now. Here's Anthony. Oh no. The referee has stopped the play because Bravo is down. Bruno gets a yellow card for his challenge. And now there's a bit of fiery words back and forth between Bruno and some of the Betis players. It was a tame back pass originally to Claudio Bravo, which is the reason why he had to go in and slide. And Bruno was also committed to the challenge. His boot was up high. Bruno Fernandes, which is the reason why Bravo was down. Oh, tough. Bruno was booked. And Bravo gets up there. Some potentially think Bruno Fernandes is a little lucky to receive a yellow there with that challenge. But if you look at it again, he kind of just pulls his boot away before his studs connect with the shin of Claudio Bravo. Here's Fred. Good challenge by Sabali. Now Ruibal. And it's a poor pass by Sabali, who received it. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Nice first time pass into Rafa Varane. And now Manchester United can start building once again. Fernandes into Anthony. Ball into the area. It bounces and deflects its way into Jadon Sancho. Malacia overlapping. Sancho tries to find Casemiro, but fails to do so. Manchester United throwing, however. This Ruibal just kicks it out of play. That's all Betis can do right now. Just struggling to get a bit of possession in the game. maybe not looking to commit many numbers forward as they are already 2 goals down. Here's Casemiro, who looked for the strike first time, and his left footer, let's just say it went all the way to the top of the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, while we do have a little break of play, be sure to hit a like if you haven't so far. If you've enjoyed what you're seeing, subscribe, share to your friends and frenemies, and in the description, click the link to all of the socials. It's one place and it gives you absolutely everything and everywhere where I am. The second channel on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to that. Over on Twitch as well for gaming streams and a little more fun on that side of things. Twitter, Instagram, you know the rest. Just under 20 minutes to go in the game now with Manchester United, a healthy 3-1 lead. Playing with a bit of confidence as Betis themselves have struggled in this second half to be as active and dangerous as they were towards the latter stages of the first. Wan-Bissaka's cross cleared away. Bruno Fernandes hesitated a couple times on the pass and is able to find Anthony. He's looking for the corner again. This time not as successful. Didn't have the accuracy and power on the shot that time to test Betis' number 1. Who, to be fair to him, has done well today. In moments of danger, he's been quick to react. Bravo, and obviously he's conceded 3 goals, but none of them, or maybe at least 2 of them, not his wrongdoing. Maybe you can potentially say, should you do better, or ask the question, should you do better on the 3rd goal scored by Bruno Fernandes, where it's a near post header, maybe he's caught off guard there. But for the rest of them, it was a difficult save, especially with that strike from Anthony. No, Wan-Bissaka not able to take control of that ball there. Here's Ruibal in the box now, up against Malacia. And that's good defending there by the Dutch left back. And he puts the ball out for a throw-in. Really good defending there. Here's Carvalho. But he's just getting a bit of possession now on the ball. Manchester United dropping off for now. But they are pressing up again. Just trying to force Betis to play back to their goalkeeper, which they did. That's a good piece of distribution there. Here's Abner. Flicked over the top and it's Varane who cuts it out. As Juanmi was looking to receive the ball just there. Martinez plays it back to David De Gea. And he finds Malacia with a ball that had good pace on it. Malacia giving the ball away though. And William Carvalho winning a throw-in. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Now Fred, Manchester United with some counter-attacking opportunities. Oh, Vegas, great chance! Oh! On the counter-attack, Fred kind of trying to play the ball into Anthony, and it seems like Vegas' shot is blocked. He just can't get any luck at this moment of time. Good defending there by Luis Felipe. Who originally made the error to give Veghorst and provide him with that opportunity at goal. I think as it goes to the scoreline, extremely important that Manchester United are able to have the advantage going back to Spain, where Betis will be a lot more comfortable in possession in front of their home crowd. And there is still an opportunity and a threat of adding one more possibly. You know, Betis have seemed to have grown a little more into this second half now, as they did in the first. But maybe it is a little too late. We shall find out. Sabali. Good challenge by Casemiro. Just never giving up on that one, as Scott McTominay is now being prepared by Erik ten Hag and the coaching staff. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Anthony, the only one up there on the counter, so Bruno kind of takes his time and looked to backheel it. Messed it up, fluffed his lines completely. Paxton saying, oh dear. Have the faith. Here's Bruno. Sancho just didn't make the run beyond. They weren't on the same wavelength there. Sancho stopped his run at the time. United back in possession once again with Casemiro. Good challenge by Sabali, throwing. Have the faith, Paxton. We try. It's Carvalho. Oh, he slips. Veghorst able to win the ball back, and now there's numbers forward for Man United. Anthony is in! Oh, what a save by Bravo! Anthony once again missing a golden opportunity. Oh. Good ball by Veghorst outside the boot, and Anthony just tries to open up his body. Bravo just gets the save. Now here's Bruno. Really good ball forward. And Fernandes crossed it in once again. Nobody just there in time. Veghorst nearest, but it was good defending once again. Corner kick United. A sweet pass forward by Casemiro into the path of Bruno. Now it's Willian Jose getting ready to come on for Betis. And he does come on for 1-me. Bruno to deliver the corner. Headed away to Jadon Sancho. Tries to deceive his defender. Passes it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Almost caught on the ball there. He's able to find Lisandro, and now Sancho has a lot of space. Casemiro overlapping. Here's Sancho. Finds Casemiro. Headed away by Sabali, out for a corner kick once more. The ball is a little beyond Casemiro there. It's not just McTominay, it's also Facundo Pellistri coming on for Manchester United, and it will be Fred to depart and Anthony. So Fred and Anthony both departing for Scott McTominay and Facundo Pellistri. Anthony leaving his mark on the game, giving Manchester United the 2-1 lead in the second half with a brilliantly struck goal into the top corner of the net. Trademark finish. Pellistri just about to run onto the pitch, and he does. Oh, here's Pellistri now, receives the ball from the corner. Betis did well to close it down quickly, and what a run there! Here's McTominay! Weghorst! Finally! Weghorst! 4-1! And you can see he is absolutely delighted with that one. Manchester United surely now. That is tie over, and it's Wout Weghorst, the one to score it. Manchester United 4, Real Betis 1, and Wout Weghorst finally on the score sheet. And you know what's funny? In the chat as Weghorst is celebrating, he loved that goal. You can see he's almost emotional after scoring that one, after missing so many chances today and in previous matches. But that goal is all about the work of the substitute, Facundo Pellistri, who receives the ball on the edge of the area and somehow drives away from the defenders of Real Betis, finds himself on the right side of the pitch, drives past the defenders of Real Betis with pure determination and puts the ball into the path of Scott McTominay. Good save by Bravo. And as it found its way to Wout Weghorst, that had to be a goal, and it was. Paxton, it was funny because he put in a quote saying, I'd rather have, it was a quote from a Twitter user saying, I'd rather have the hair on the end of a chance than Weghorst's breath. And then he scored the goal. Super Nick saying that last man, like Linsky saying big game boy, making up for Sunday. Paxton, I feed the players doubts and they sit me down. It's how it works today. And we love to see it. We love to see it. You love to see it indeed, folks. Exactly the response that was needed. Just brilliant work there by Facundo for that goal. Wonderful. Wonderful. David De Gea just receiving the ball after a header from Rui Bao. But Manchester United aren't stopping now. Here's Malacia. By the way, Linsky, hope you're doing well. Days when bless, appreciate you coming by each and every time. Bruno towards Weghorst, headed away. Sancho! Good block shot there. The free kick given away. Weghorst just fouling Guardado. You can hear the decibels rising at Old Trafford. Just back from work. Snowed outside was fun. Hey, listen, man. Blessed indeed. Hope you had a big day at work. And snowy settings. I mean, I don't know if it's snowing right now where I'm at, but it never sets. Bloody London. It never sets. Disappointing. But then again, yeah, why can't it snow at Christmas? When I see Christmas Day and the sun shining on Christmas Day, now fire for that. I need to see snow. Is McTominay. You want to snow all the way up in March, but you don't want to snow at Christmas. I see how it is. I see how it is exactly. Oh, sweet by Bruno, picking it out of the sky. Sancho into Facundo, just a heavy touch there by the youngster. And it was cleared away. Luis Felipe's down with the theatrics. Facundo's kind of asking what happened. It looked like an awkward one for Luis Felipe as he cleared the ball away. But he ends up getting up now. He's all right. Fam, how do football players chew gum when they're playing? Are they afraid that, like... Are they afraid that they're accidentally gonna, like, breathe it in? And they're just gonna swallow the gum? They'll be like... Gonna be sleepy day tomorrow. It's true, Linsky, man. That's the annoying part. Especially when it rains. Oh. We don't like those. We don't like those. Chewing gum in matches always confused. Exactly, Paxton. That's what I'm thinking. Man saying I said I wanted 4 goals from United. And man, listen, man called it. Man sources, ladies and gents. Here's Bruno. Casemiro. Claudio Bravo just let it go as it went across goal. He just clipped it in. It looked like it was a cross more so than a shot. But it was beyond everybody else. Inside the area at least. You can hear the crowd now. United. It was a little subdued at the start of the game and in certain stages as well, especially after Betis scored their equaliser, but they are voicing exactly how they feel now. Have you heard of No Life Shack? I've heard of the name, you know. I've definitely heard of the name. It's familiar. Definitely heard of the name. Let me see. Oh, he's hilarious, said Manch. Say no more. Years ago, and now he's changed a little, which makes sense, saying Paxton. Fair enough. Here's Sancho. Nice ball through. You know, Bruno's been really good tonight, I'll tell you that. Some of the balls he's played, especially in the second half. Casemiro's improved too. 4 minutes at a time, by the way, ladies and gents. But this second half performance has been so much better. You can almost get that horrific defeat out of our systems. And Bruno Fernandes will take the corner kick. 30 seconds into the 4 added on. Ball in towards the front post, and Lisandro Martinez stuck a foot at it, just went over the bar. It was unlucky. Unlucky. But no doubt, Manchester United carrying a 3-goal cushion to Betis, with the return leg being next week, I believe. Next week, Thursday. But in between that game, or this game and the next leg, it will be Southampton on Sunday at home. So no need to travel away. We're staying at OT. Iglesias. Now Sabadi for Betis. Well won back by Sancho and Casemiro. And what a ball there! Now here's Facundo on the attack. Takes the strike. Saved by Bravo. And out for a corner kick. For another swift counter-attack by Manchester United. I think Casemiro and Bruno in the second half have been absolutely superb. Facundo, since coming on, he's been very dangerous as well, making runs beyond the defence. Corner once more. This time it doesn't go all the way through. It's Wan-Bissaka. Just lets the ball go beyond him, but it's Facundo Pellistri winning it back and just giving the ball away. But look at Casemiro once again. Oh, trying to put it back to Jadon Sancho. The flag went up for, it might have been an offside there, I'm not too sure. Maybe towards Jadon Sancho as he ran back on. Ten Hag was just asking what was going on there. But the final whistle will sound very soon. Here's Weghorst. Guess goes down. Maybe they can grab a fifth before it's the end. Here's Pellistri just running past everybody and the cross was cleared away. And that is that. Manchester United with a massive bounce back victory against Real Betis in the first leg of the Europa League round of 16. 4-1 win. Goals from Marcus Rashford, Anthony, Bruno Fernandes and Wout Weghorst to complete the scoring and give the home team today an advantage for when they travel to Spain next week, Thursday, in an attempt to advance through to the next round of the Europa League. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here. We got man like man saying in a bit, big up yourself. Paxton saying easy work. Linsky, angry. Weghorst took 1 million shots, but even he scored. Listen, we love to see it, man. Congratulations to Weghorst. Congratulations to Ten Hag. Congratulations to the players. Congratulations to the fans at home, in the stadium, around the world. Congratulations to Manchester United, because it has been a rough week, a very rough week. But this victory is exactly what the doctor ordered. Ladies and gentlemen, Please be sure to hit a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. Link in the description to every single piece of content and social media platform I am on. Second channel on YouTube for NBA chillathons, wrestling chillathons and more. Podcast settings as well down there. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, FB. You know the rest. Click the link and you will find out. And also join the community Discord, which is also linked in that. Just a one link tree. Boom, bow, everything's there. So join the 22s and you will know, or you'll be the first to know about everything that happens with this community. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see myself and my twin bro Cappy reacting to the game in a few days' time. But until then, and like what Linsky says, next up, Southampton on Sunday. We got to get that job done, get back to winning ways in the Premier League. Ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed night and a productive day tomorrow. Have a wonderful Friday. And I'll see you lot soon.